And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. On the return, it's Jordan Lewis. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here go 46.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And a nice spin into some open field. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. A big run that time by Elliott. 48 yards. Well, he currently stands 2nd in the league in rushing, and runs like that are a big reason why. Heck, runs like that might get him to 1st.
And when you've got goals in front of you, if you're 2nd and you want to be 1st, that type of running gives you something to shoot for and hopefully attain.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. He had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They'll give to Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Gun. There goes 4 and 8. Gun. Here go 46. Gun. Switch and 8.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Trey Burton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got a man. It's Breshad Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Here we go now.
They'll drop the throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Demarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 3-19. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And here's Lewis. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
46.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Switch, hey. 26.
First down, Prescott. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Here we go, 46. Good. Here we go, 48.
Now Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And the Giants ready to come out now. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gun! Over!
He'll drop to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. And let's not take for granted, in these conditions, that's never an easy pass and catch.
You really got to find a way to drive the ball. You know, get your grit. You know, that's why we see some of the guys now, they put the gloves on when they throw the ball in this type of a condition. Sometimes the glove might make it too slippery. So you got to figure out what's going to work for you. But how about the receivers? Looking back and trying to locate the ball coming through snow and making sure they have full concentration.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set! 3-19!
He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are in for 6. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Prescott from the gun. And he's got it to Hearns. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Dak finding the former Jag Hearns for the Dallas first down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Awesome.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken in at the 11. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And now out come the Giants. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit.
They go play action here on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Gun!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught. Beckham. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Back to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Detroit!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Prescott now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. The give is to Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
46. Got it. Here we go. 46.
A first down throw for Prescott. Steps away to his left. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Got it.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Damon Harrison able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here you go. Here we go, 46. Got it. Here we go, 46.
And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. Gun. Gun.
On third down, it's Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Prescott going to come up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here we go, 46. Gun. Switch, and 8. Here we go.
Second down, Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn, you don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
New York set to take the field. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot a bit.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side complete to Ingram. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. looking to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This will be taken short. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw here. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're going to look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They are in field goal range here already. How do you handle this situation, tie game?
In a perfect scenario, you want to find a way to get the ball to the proper spot for your field goal kicker. They always have preferences. And you want to bleed the clock down so that when you do kick it, as the ball's going through the post, the clock hits zeros.
Here's Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. And they're able to stop it here on the spike with 3 seconds remaining. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. This no gimme in the snow. And that is no good. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Oh, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Now what can Prescott do in the OT? Eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime. 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs. Move the ball downfield. Have some confidence. Get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this. If I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands. Critical situation. Now's their time.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott now. Oh, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll make it third down. You know they're going to be looking his way in overtime. He's had a fantastic game, but unable to hook up there.
And how many times do we see this situation where they actually complete that pass and you wonder to yourself, how do you let him get open? How do you not know they're going to go to him? He's their big play guy. In this case, they defended it well and knocked it away.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage you gain, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins.